Jesus had a way of speaking to the hearts of people. He often taught in parables, using simple stories to explain profound truths. One of his most famous teachings took place on a mountainside. It's called the Sermon on the Mount. This sermon is a beacon of light for all who seek to follow in Jesus' footsteps. It's a guidebook for living a life that is pleasing to God. At the heart of this sermon is a powerful message: God loves you. He loves you unconditionally, with a love that knows no bounds. And because God loves you so much, He wants you to experience true joy and fulfillment. He wants you to live a life that is full of purpose and meaning. The Sermon on the Mount isn't just a list of rules to follow. It's an invitation to experience the transforming power of God's love. It's a call to live differently, to love more deeply, and to follow Jesus more closely. Jesus, in His infinite wisdom, knew that the path to true happiness wouldn't be found in wealth or possessions. It wouldn't be found in power or prestige. The key to a life that honors God, a life that brings joy, is found in following His teachings. The Sermon on the Mount begins with a series of blessings known as the Beatitudes. These blessings, however, are not what one might expect. They don't extol the virtues of the wealthy, the powerful, or the famous. They speak to the heart of those who are often overlooked and underestimated. Blessed are the poor in spirit, Jesus begins, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. He goes on to pronounce blessings on those who mourn, the meek, those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, the merciful, the pure in heart, the peacemakers, and those who are persecuted because of their faith. These Beatitudes are a beautiful reminder that God's grace is available to everyone, regardless of their circumstances or social standing. He sees the unseen struggles, the silent tears, the longing for something more. When we embrace the spirit of the Beatitudes, we open our hearts to receive God's abundant blessings. We discover that true joy is found not in accumulating material possessions, but in cultivating spiritual riches. Perhaps one of the most challenging teachings in the Sermon on the Mount is the call to love our enemies. You have heard that it was said, "Love your neighbor and hate your enemy," Jesus states. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. This is a radical concept, one that goes against our natural human instincts. It's easy to love those who love us back, but to love those who have hurt us, who have betrayed us, who have caused us pain, that's a different story altogether. Yet this is precisely what Jesus calls us to do. He calls us to break the cycle of hatred and revenge, to rise above our baser instincts, and to demonstrate a love that is truly extraordinary. Why? Because it reflects the very heart of God Himself. Loving our enemies doesn't mean condoning their actions or allowing ourselves to be mistreated. It means choosing to forgive them, to release the bitterness and anger that we hold in our hearts, and to pray for their well-being. The Sermon on the Mount also contains what is known as the Golden Rule. In this simple yet profound statement, Jesus encapsulates the essence of how we are to treat one another. So in everything, He instructs, "Do to others what you would have them do to you." This principle is echoed in various forms across cultures and religions throughout history. It speaks to a universal truth. We are all interconnected, and the way we treat each other matters. The Golden Rule is not merely about outward actions. It's about cultivating an inner posture of compassion, empathy, and respect. It's about putting ourselves in the shoes of others and treating them with the same kindness, dignity, and consideration that we desire for ourselves. The teachings of the Sermon on the Mount, while delivered centuries ago, remain startlingly relevant today. They offer us a roadmap to navigate the complexities of life, to find meaning and purpose in a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain.